beautiful people. Hi. How you going? Everything cool? Just now, finally looking a little blurry on the webcam day. Jared, of course, you are first, because we know how very first you are. Focus. Nice, better. Yeah, Jared, you first. We know. Alright, welcome to tonight. Well, most of y'all should be close to finishing your exams. When I say close, I mean, you probably have a biology or chemistry or integrated science or food and nutrition going on this week. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, good night, everybody. Nice to see you all on the inside. What did we do last week? Last week I didn't have any live because I had maths the next day. Yeah, maths was the next day, so I didn't really bother to try to have a live because I know all it would have been cramming mode now. Vedang, you already make a project already? Send me the link on Instagram. I want to see that. If you watch your previous 3 scratch videos already and you've already started making simple things, yeah, that's real cool. Because I remember telling it real easy to learn. So you probably create your own project. So yeah, so send me if you create a small project and you're on this live right now, you can send me a little message on Instagram and I'll check it out for you. I'm telling you, I'll check it out for you because I care that you try. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the creating our story. Basically using the first 3 videos, the basics of that you should have seen so far. If you haven't watched that already, in this playlist here, you'll have the playlist. Yeah, Ren, good night. Veronique, Ginny, Jirel, whatever, right? Yeah. So as usual, make it simple TT. That's me, Mr. Charles. I am teaching scraps tonight. Scratch tonight here. I'd thank all of y'all for your testimonials that you give about my teaching, because look at my website now. I just have reviews that you could just scroll all the way down. If you go on the website, you might see your review somewhere there. All the reviews that you all put for the great teaching that you all think I give, I really appreciate it, because all they make my website look like it have stuff. And then letting everybody know that, hey, he's a good teacher. Alright, so if anybody looking for classes and you're watching this in the future, well, my name is Mr. Charles. I teach IT. If you're on this channel, well, it's because you know about, it's either YouTube showed you, like, presented you, or you wanted to be here. So, IT, ComSci, whichever you want to do. And for those of y'all who going and do Form 6 and you're looking for the ComSci and the IT coming in October, because September it's time for you to register and whatnot, and in October we'll choose. You'll let me know if you need IT and ComSci lessons. But that's that. So there we go. Alright, so tonight what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to make a decision with buttons inside of it. So in the previous 3 videos, the previous 3 videos in this playlist, I showed you all how to make basically a sequential story with the timers and whatnot, insert some songs and whatnot, and use the keyboard to make choices. But now we're going to use some buttons to make choices, right? So you can ask questions as you go along. If you want, you could try to watch it on your phone and try to do it on a computer and follow through. But I'll show you how to use buttons to make a choice. I don't know if you'll ever watch this show on Netflix called Bandersnatch. Bandersnatch. Yeah, if all you have exams tomorrow, it's cool, and I ain't vexed with you if you had to go and study. That's not a problem. The video will be here after as usual, you know. If you ever watch Bandersnatch on Netflix, that's the show with the choices where you could choose what direction the show goes. That one next one, but there's a Batman one now coming out where you could choose the directions. And it had one on Netflix with Bear Grylls, I think, where you could choose which direction he goes with the decisions, right? So what we're going to try to do is we're going to create a story and basically give the person a choice of where they want the story to go. So let's start by first getting rid of the kitten sprites. So we get rid of furry kitten person, and let's add 2 sprites. So we're going to add 2 sprites. Yeah, so let's add Abby and let's add Avery. When you do your story, you could add whoever you want, right? Doesn't matter, because remember, your story will be based on you. All the information for the story coming out this Wednesday. So I added Abby and Avery, right? So Avery is currently facing the wrong direction, so I'm going to change Avery to the correct direction by going into the costume section on the tab up here. So I go on costumes and I realize Avery is facing that way, so I'll click on Avery and I will change the flip horizontal, and Avery will flip that way, and I'll just flip the next one time. Flip horizontal. We'll make sure I have the arrow selected when you're flipping horizontal, right? So I flip it horizontal, and now we go back to the code. This is a program called Scratch. Antonio. All you have to do is go to scratch.mit.edu or just Google Scratch programming, and you'll see how cool it is, right? So I have the 2 of them, and first thing I have to put in, if you're watching other videos before this, you would know the simple things of when green flag is clicked. So when the green flag is clicked, I want to do it with Abby first. Sorry. When the green flag is clicked, I want Abby to say something, to say, "Hi there, how are you?" for 2 seconds. And then I want to go to Avery. Yeah, good night. And I want to go to Avery, and I want to tell Avery to wait 2 seconds to allow the time to pass. Where's the wait 2 seconds? Hello? Weird, good. So I want to say wait 2 seconds. All of this I went through already in previous videos, right? And now I want to say, "Hi, I'm fine. Hi, I am fine." Right? So far we have 2 people. They're on a blank canvas, and if I maximize it, it will look something like this. And I press the green flag. What will happen is, "Hi there, how are you?" 2 seconds, and then, "Hi, I'm fine." Right? Good. Basics. No problem there. Right. Now from there, we're going to now say we're going to let Abby is going to wait 2 seconds again. Wait 2 seconds to give the next one a chance to say something. Wait 2 seconds, and then ask a question, which is, "Would you like to go to the beach or the park?" Right. We like to go to the beach or the park. Right. So now we're posing our question to Jared, you can insert custom people. You could basically, I'll show you how to insert custom people after, right? It's not that hard. You can just go and get a PNG of anybody on the internet, right? But I'll show you that. That's the same concept holds. Alright, so would you like to go to the beach or go to the park? Right, cool. So now she'll wait 2 seconds and wait for Avery to answer. We like, "Hi, I'm fine. We like to go to the beach or to the park." So I'm going to have to create our next wait 2 seconds and say, "I think I will let the viewer choose, right? So basically what we have so far is, hi, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or to the park? And then it says, I think I will let the viewer choose. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to put in a little logic to give ourselves the choice of which one we want to choose. So in order to do that, we have to create a custom sprite. So we're going by paint. And we're going to create a sprite by adding in a box. So we're going to put in a small box like that. And then we're going to put in text. And we put in some small text. No, text. The text is supposed to go like here. Right? So we want beach. Oh damn, the color green. Sorry, my bad. I should change the color to like blue or something. Right, yeah. So this is a random button, right? You will take your time to make it neater. So I have one called beach, and then I'm going to add a next one. And I'm going to put in a box. And in this box I'm going to put any text, and the color will be red. And then I'll put in park. Right, good. So now I have two buttons, and I have beach and park, right? So I'm going back to the code now, and now I have Abby and Avery, and they're both there, and we reach to the point where they have to make a choice. So I want to either choose between the beach or the park, and I'm going to put the two buttons on top like this. Remember, when you design your buttons, you could design them in whatever way you want. They could follow your theme. You could even get buttons from the internet. All you have to do is get the correct PNG files, so it's transparent, and everything will work, right? So I'll show all you how to get the PNG files when we finish. So far we gave the choice between beach or park, and now we have to figure out what is going to happen. Now, this is where a little bit of programming skill has to come in, where you have to create a variable. Now we're going to create a event called when the sprite is clicked, right? So meaning we're on the beach sprite right now. So whenever the beach sprite is clicked, we want to do something, and then when the park sprite is clicked, we want to do something, right? Now we need to be able to find a way to set the value of when this sprite is clicked. When we click beach, we need to do something to make the scene switch to beach. And when this sprite is clicked here, we need to make it switch to park. But we can't switch it one time inside here, because when they click the sprite, it will switch to the beach, but we don't want it to switch based on what the person presses all the time. So let me show you what happened, right? So we're going to add in two places here. Going to get a beach Rio, and then we're going to add in the next one, and we're going to put in a park, woods park, right? Right. So watch what will happen if I go to code and I click on sprite and I say when the sprite is clicked, I'm going to choose switch backdrop to beach Rio, right? Good night, Astro. Switch to beach Rio, and then when I click this one, I'm going to switch backdrop to woods and bench. So watch what's going to happen. So right now beach and park is there, but we don't want it to start off like this. We want it to start off in the background that we want it to be in. So in order to get it to start off in the background that I want it to be in, I'm going to have to go to the start of the whole code, which is here. Hi there, how are you? And I have to make sure I switch the backdrop to a generic backdrop first. I don't have a generic backdrop. Sorry, I should add in a generic backdrop, which is blue sky. Right, good. So the first thing that's supposed to happen when the program starts is it must start off at blue sky. That's why I put that at the start here. So as soon as the green flag is clicked, the first thing that will happen is that it will switch to blue sky. So let's see if that will work. Right, so now the blue sky is there. But remember, I have logic inside that says if beach is clicked and if park is clicked, switch to both of them. So if I click beach, it will switch to beach. If I click park, it will switch to park. Do you see that? So I click in beach and I click in park, and they go into the different places. But I don't want when somebody is using the program that they will be able to just click beach and park whenever they feel like it to switch. I only want it to switch once depending on the choice that they make. So what happens is, because I have by this button here, when sprite is clicked, switch backdrop to Rio, beach, or when this one switch one to woods and bench, it will be able to work throughout the whole program. But I don't want it to work throughout the whole program. I want it to make a decision. So that means I need to put in an if. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable that will keep track of which one is clicked. So we're going by variables. This is really important because this is where your skill in programming does come in. This is where your skill in logic is going to come in, right? I'm going to create a variable called choice. And you see it has here for all sprites or for this sprite only. I want it to work for all sprites because I want this choice to be set throughout the whole program, right? So I'm going to say choice. So when this sprite is clicked, I have beach there. I want to set choice to 0. So 0 will be the choice for beach. And then when I go to this one, when the sprite is clicked, I want to set choice to 1. So now I have a variable called choice that is going to be set to 0 or 1 based on whichever one they choose. So what will happen when I run it? So when I run it, it's going to start off at the location that they're at. And right now beach and park are seen there, but I don't want it to be seen. But watch what happens when I click beach, the choice will stay at 0. When I click park, it will change to 1. So it'll go from 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So the user of the program, whether they're using it on a phone or they're using it on a computer, they'll be able to tap the button and it will go to whichever choice they have to make, right? Okay, so I've set the variable to 0. Now I want to go back by Abby, and after Abby asks, would you like to go to the beach or the park? I want to put the logic in to be able to choose what will happen after in the whole decision, right? So what will happen when I do that? Okay, so I'm going to put an if now. Control, and I'm going to say if, and then I go to operators, and I'm going to put in if something is equal to 0, right? So I put an equal sign. So I'm going to say if variables choice is equal to 0, then I want to switch the backdrop. Search backdrop, where's backdrop? Switch backdrop to, if it's 0, that means they click beach, so I want to switch to beach real. And then if the, if it is, so okay, let's copy this duplicate. Yeah. So if choice is equal to 1, I'm going to switch it to woods and bench, right? So what should happen is it should run, but I have a problem, and I'll show you all the problem that's all right. It says, hi there, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or the park? And then I think I'll let the viewer choose. You see it automatically went to park, right? The problem is it automatically went to park because choice was at 1 all the time. Because choice was at 1, then that will always go to park. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to set the choice to a particular number at the start. So I'm going to have to set choice to 99 at the start, right? So set choice at 99 at the start. Yeah. Vidang, yes, we could use wait. We could use our wait if we want. I'll show you how to use our wait just now. So I could use a wait, or I could use a next type of loop. But remember to have multiple things that I could use, right? So I'll show you the possibilities just now. Right. So we want this if to make a choice. but we can't just do it straight out the park, and we have a problem. The beach and the park showing up all the time. So I'm going to go to the sprite, and I'm going to hide the beach, hide the button, sorry, until it's time to show it. So in order to hide the button, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a logic inside here to say when flag is clicked, when green flag is clicked, sorry, where are you? When green flag is clicked, first thing I want to do is hide this this beach button, right? Yeah, Vidang, I'll check it later. So I'm going to hide the button, and then I have to wait a certain amount of seconds before I show it again. How do I know how much seconds? Because I know that 2, 4, 6 seconds here, and Avery is 2, 4, 6, so 8 seconds after I want to make the decision. So after the sprite is clicked, I'm going to wait 8 seconds. Wait 8 seconds. And while I'm doing the same thing, I'm going to do the same thing on sprite 2. Alright, so when the sprite is clicked, hide and wait 8 seconds, and then I want to show it. Show. And then I'll go to the other one and I'll put in the show. Alright, so what that is now is basically the whole thing will start. Wait, did I hide it? Yeah, alright, good. So when I click the green flag, everything will be hidden, and then it will say, hi there, I'm fine, we like to go to the beach or the park. I think I'll let the viewer choose, and then after that the 2 buttons will pop up. Alright, so let me show you that one more time. So I click the green flag. Based on our logic, it says, hi, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or to the park? I'll let the viewer choose, and then the 2 buttons pop up. And then once the 2 buttons pop up, the viewer now has the choice to choose one of them. So if I click beach, it should change the choice to 0. And once the choice changes to 0, we're supposed to have some other logic to look for this 0 to decide if we change it to beach. If they click park, the choice will change to 1, which you see up there, and we're supposed to have some sort of logic to figure that out, right? So let's go to the logic part now and try to figure out how we're going to determine this. Right. So I have if choice is 0 or if choice is 1, do it, right? So I attach back the ifs now. And now let me show you why the ifs won't work with this. And you need to add some more to it. So I run it again. Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or to the park? Okay, I think I'll let the viewer choose. And we have both choices there. Now I have to choose one. And when I click beach, it's supposed to change, but it's not changing. Because what is happening is that all this logic is running through to see if it's 0 or 1. So I have to put some way for it to wait. So how I'm going to get it to wait is I'm going to put in a wait until. So I'm going to put wait until, and my logic for the wait until is going to be a OR. Now why I have to use a OR is because I could get a 0 or a 1. So I'm going to put wait until choice is equal to 0 or choice is equal to 1. So we're going to put the variable in choice. Wait until choice is equal to 0 or choice is equal to 1. So I change that to 0, then I change that to 1. Right. So what that means now is as soon as I ask the question, would you like to go to the beach or to the park, you are going to wait until choice is equal to 0 or choice is equal to 1 before you decide which backdrop to choose. So follow the logic again. Watch carefully, right? When the sprite is clicked, I'm setting choice to 99. The reason I'm setting choice to 99 is because I want to make sure that it's not set to 0 or 1 from the previous run, right? If it's set to 0 or 1 from the previous run, we'll have a problem because it won't it will automatically change to the beach or to the park, right? So after I set the choice to 99, I switch the backdrop to blue sky because that's my default backdrop that I want in the background. I say, hi there, how are you, for 2 seconds. And then I wait 2 seconds. And then after that, I say, would you like to go to the beach or to the park? 2 seconds, right? Now remember, After that, I've counted 8 seconds here before I show the 2 buttons. So the 2 buttons are going to be shown after 8 seconds, and then when they click a sprite, it will either change to 0 or 1. So what's going to happen here is I have to wait until they click one of the sprites and 0 or 1 is a choice, and then after the choice, then I'll go into the if and say if the backdrop is if the choice is 0, change it to Rio. If it's 1, change it to the words on the bench. So let's see if that will work. Right? Oh, I need to show you this too. You see this choice that you're seeing on top here, where you're seeing choice is equal to 0. Right? You could choose to show that or not. Right? Remember, this is a variable, and the variable could work in the background. So you don't really have to worry too much. So if you go by variables and you click and you uncheck the choice there, the choice will come off the screen like that. But I am leaving it on the screen, right? So I'll go in again. Right? So let's see if this thing making sense now. So when I click start, I say hi there, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or to the park? I think I'll let the viewer choose. And then I have beach and park coming up. Now, according to my program, it's supposed to be waiting right now for me to make a choice to make beach equal to 0 or park equal to 1. So when I click beach, it should change to the beach. And what will happen is if I click beach or park after, nothing will happen because it's already made the choice. You understand? Alright, everything making sense here so far? Alright, cool. So now my big problem, if you look at this, is the big problem is after I go through all the choices and I choose beach or park, the words beach or park still stay in there. And I don't want it to stay there. I want it to move. So when I click park, it's supposed to switch to the park, and then the park button is supposed to disappear because that's what I chose. So I need to find a way to get that to disappear. So what I'm going to do is inside this one here, where I have when the sprite is clicked, I want to choose when backdrop is changed. Control, no, events, yeah. When backdrop switches to, which one on beach here? When backdrop switches to beach, I want to hide. So I put in the hide there, and I'm going to do the same thing for the park. When backdrop switches to woods and bench, I'm going to choose hide. So what should happen is as soon as I press play, I'll go back to my default place. So be good there. After I go to the default place, I'll make the choice between the 2 of them. I think they let the viewer choose, and then I'll have beach or park. And when I click beach, the beach goes away, but the park stays there. So you see the problem, right? So now I have to make sure I put in the logic for when it switches to either one of them. So when it switches to beach or park, hide it. So same thing I'll do there, same thing I'll have to do here, which is hide both of them. Because the decision has already been made. Once the decision has already been made, I don't need to fight it anymore. So let's try again. The problem with this is that you have to keep cycling through the whole thing. But cycling through the whole thing will always make you kind of get everything working properly up to that point. So beach and park comes up. When I click beach, I go to the beach, and then the 2 choices disappear. Yes. Good. So now I reach to the beach, and I could program all the different things that are going to happen at the beach now separately. So I have basically programmed the concept of the start, giving the user one decision, they make that one decision, and then they go to a place. And when they go to that place, you're basically going to give them a next set of decisions to make right now. So, what are the next set of decisions we're going to work? So we're going back by Abby. So all of this here, this part here, that is done, right? We are able to choose between the 2 of them. No problems, everything kind of easy there. So now I want to put in events. When backdrop switches to beach, I want to play some sort of sound to show that the beach working. So I'm going to have to add a sound. waves, ocean wave. Right, so I'm going to add the ocean wave as one of the possible sounds. So that's there. So now go back to the code, play ocean wave until done. And as soon as we go to the beach, then I could start a new set of things, which is, she could say, wow, this beach is nice. Remember, you could put in your own sound effects, you could put in your own things or whatnot, and you could put in your own people, right? So we're going to say, wow, this beach is nice, and you're basically creating a whole new story here by not checking when the sprite is, when the green flag is clicked, but checking when the backdrop change, because the backdrop changing is like a key to say, well, you're on a new scene, so you could start a new dialogue. So you could put in the normal wait for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds and say, yes, it is my favorite place. Woohoo! Yeah, right, so. So let's see how it's going to work now. So we start. Choice is starting at 99. Remember, you could take out this choice after so that you don't have to see it. Would you like to go to the beach or the park? I'll let the viewer choose. Remember, you could have beach or park, you could have a fruit, you could have an animal, you could have a dog. Do you like puppies? Do you like this? Well, it doesn't matter because all sprites are clickable once you put the logic in place for it to work. So if I choose beach, what will happen is that I'll go to the beach, it will play the beach sound, and then it'll say, wow, this beach is nice. And then, what's his face supposed to say something? But he's not saying something. I wonder why. Avery? Oh, I was supposed to change it to beach. Okay, cool. So I had to wait 4 seconds. Yes. Alright, so let's try it again, and we're going from the top. Choice will start at 99. Hi there, how are you? Hi, I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or the park? I think that I should let the viewer choose. I choose beach. The song for the beach will come up. Then say, wow, this beach is nice. Yes, it's my favorite place. But yeah, of course, you have to get the timing better. And then from here, you could start a whole new scene with a whole new set of programming instructions and a whole new set of choices. And they could go from one place to the next place. And you realize that the possibilities just keep expanding, right? Because once the backdrop changes, this whole stretch here is going to give you the ability to create a next set of scenes, and that will make life a whole lot easier. And that's basically how you put in choices for somebody to choose. So with that, you could create a nice story with how you want to implement this thing with the changes of scenery. And well, I showed you how to get people move and panic and all that kind of thing, right? So she said, wow, this beach is nice. I'll change costume to where's our costume? Change costume to Abby A. Let's see what will happen there. What will Abby do? So you could get, if Abby have a costume with a swimsuit, you could change Abby to a swimsuit. Or if they go to the park. Let me see what the costume will change to. She didn't change costume. Oh, I think she on Abby A all the time. Let me see what the costumes look like. Oh yeah, I was on Abby A all the time. Okay, I'll change it to Abby C, because Abby C looks kind of excited. Change it to Abby C. Alright, so let's try now. Oh shucks, no wait. I can't do that because I need to make sure that Abby A is set to costume, such costume to Abby A at the start. Okay, so we have to make sure we set the costume to how we want to start it first before I change back. Alright, so now this should be it. So hi there, how are you? I'm fine. Would you like to go to the beach or to the park? I think I'll let the viewer choose. We choose the beach. It plays the beach song. And then Abby will be like, this beach is nice. And happy Abby. Yay. Wonderful. Alright. So, I good there. Questions before I move on to show you how to upload a PNG of somebody. Everybody understand the concept so far? There's a little bit of logic that you had to put in place, but it's really you understanding how to do a if then else and how to wait on the choice that the person puts in. But the possibilities are endless because you could put 3 different choices if you want. And where do you get your sprites? What do you mean? Nyron, what do you mean where do you get your sprites? Can you allow view? You could get sprites from the custom sprite section here, which is, you have all sorts of different sprites that Scratch automatically gives you that you could go through. And they have different positions. Each position will be counted as a different costume. So yeah, you could get sprites here, or you could upload sprites. Can you insert real life pictures? Yes, you can insert real life pictures. Let me show you how to insert a real life picture. When you go to background, choose a backdrop and you go to paint, right? It'll give you a blank canvas. And instead of choosing their backdrops, you could choose upload a backdrop, and you'll get your computer. And let me see if I can get one for you. Right, so I could upload this backdrop here. It will import, and look, I just put the cover for this YouTube video inside, right? So what would happen is I basically have a backdrop there. So you could pin a meme if you want. So you realize that the backdrop changed to exactly what I have on my my video right now. So that's a backdrop. So you could create a backdrop of anywhere, of any place. If you could get a picture of like a certain part of your country or whatnot, and you put it there because you want to set the scene of the actual Granhan speech in Grenada, or actual Maracas speech in Trinidad, or the actual one of the Blue Mountains in Jamaica or something like that, you could do that because the possibility exists for you to put in any picture you want. So let me show you again. All you have to do is go by oh sorry, my head blocking it. Right, so you go down at the bottom here where you have choose a backdrop. So you click on backdrops and you could just click upload backdrop. And when you click upload backdrop, you get your desktop will open up with all the pictures that you have, right? So I'll pull back my head now. Right. Right, so the next thing will be for images, right? Let's say we want to create our custom sprite. So we're clicking on the sprite section and we're going to click upload sprite, right? So let's say I go and get Superman PNG. So all I do is put the word and PNG after it, and then Google will give you all the images, and then you want to go by transparent, right? Transparent is the one where you will get the backdrop separately. So once you get it, you right click on it and then you save it to your computer, save image as, and then you save it as Superman, and then you go to desktop, and well, I save it on my desktop, right? So I'll save it there. Now if I go to sprites and I click upload sprite and I go and find Superman on my desktop, Superman is now officially available for me to choose in my program, and now Superman is here. The problem is Superman is not transparent, so I have to figure out why. You need to get the official transparent version. So I'll go into costumes and I'll go and try to see if I can get Superman to become transparent. Yeah, Superman again very transparent right now. Oh no, you could have click convert to vector, I think. Let me see. Did it work? Nope. He's still. Yeah, he's still not transparent. But yeah. So once you get the PNG, you should be able to create a image of somebody that's just like these guys here that see through. So that'll look like that. I'm see if I get a better one. No, this one. So you could go to like download free clip art, and it should give you the ability to download it. If it's not working, then just Google how to get a transparent image in Scratch. And let's see if this one will work. Going. Upload a sprite. I'm going to choose the next Superman. Open. Please tell me you will come up. Nope. Alright, you might have to get one that actually cut out. Or probably I'll do an update video next week and show you all how to get the cutout version, because I know there's a way to do it, I just can't remember. Right, cool. So that is that's basically your story there, how to do a story. But now remember, your possibilities are endless, because you now have the ability to create a button for people to choose, and when they have the buttons to choose, everything will be fine and dandy, and you'll get things done. Okay. Can you allow the viewers to choose their own characters? Yes, you could allow the viewers to choose their own characters, and when they click on a button, they will choose. If choice is equal to 0, instead of putting switch backdrop to Rio, you could switch costume to whoever. So the switch costume and the switch backdrop, those are things that you could do in the if statements. So that's not a problem. All these things I have inside here: next backdrop, change backdrop, next costume, think, say, change color, all those different things, you could put that inside the if, and you could make anything inside the if do whatever you want. What do we have to make for the competition? So on Wednesday, I'll be releasing the all the information about that. But I could give you all a really sneak peek of the video, because I just finished editing the video today. I'll just give you all the video without any sound, because that would be really fun to do, wouldn't it? See. Yep, this is the video here.
Alright guys, so welcome to my first ever programming competition. This is called My Caribbean Story.
Okay, that's enough there. You're welcome. So yeah, Wednesday night, while I'm doing the interview show with Kerwin and Raheem from CXC Guide and Adaptation, I'll be doing the I'll be releasing that video, and that video will have all the information about the things that you have to do for the program, for the competition. If you're real good, you could go back and watch the video and you could get a clue. But Wednesday for sure, all the information will be there, and everything will be going up on the website. And the website will have all the rules and guidelines, and then submission form. Now, Jared, click back. What are you talking about? Click back? How dare you? Yeah. So Wednesday you'll get the information about it. But what this video is supposed to do is supposed to give you a clue as to how to do your questions. So anybody has any questions again about what else you can or cannot do? Because you know how to input sound, you know how to record your own sound, you know how to change your costumes, you'll learn how to import your own sprites, your own backgrounds, and you could animate them using loops and those sort of things. And really, it's just up to you to create it, to spend time creating it. So based on the timeline, you're going to have 2 weeks to create it. I can tell you that for sure. So the last day of the multiple choice exams will be on Tuesday. So from Wednesday, thing. Now the judging is based on more than just creativity, but you're trying to pick them out there, Jared, and I will not be fooled. I will not be fooled. You ain't gonna get it too easy. Yeah. So the judging and everything, you will get out in the video on Wednesday. So what you could do for now is just start to play around, and well, as soon as the exams finish, because most people exams finishing on Tuesday, you might just have Spanish orals after that, but Spanish orals, French orals, but most people the exams will be done and they'll have the time. So you're going to be you'll take however much time you want. Remember, it's about effort. But the videos are supposed to guide you as to what is possible, and then you now go ahead and create, and we'll see how the thing go. Alright, anybody has any questions again? Anything that you're not too sure about, anything that you want to know, anything that you want to try, or anything that you tried that you're not too sure about? If you don't know what to do, then you just go back and watch the previous 3 videos in this playlist. I'll probably do one more video when I figure out how to put the PNGs in and get the actual images to not have a white background or a white box around them, because I know there's a way. And then you could create all kind of things. You could create a scene by a doubles man, you could create a scene by a beach, you could create it by some part in your country where you have like a national monument or some kind of thing. You could create it in your home. You could sample your parents' voice. All kind of things. Alright, so the name of it is Scratch. You just go to scratch.mit.edu.tt. Scratch is the application, and it works in the browser, so you don't have to download anything. Once you're using Chrome or any modern browser, it will work seamlessly, and it saves it automatically. But I'll just be repeating the stuff that I said in the previous 3 videos. So the previous 3 videos, which will be in the playlist on the channel, you watch those and you do it, right? So yeah, the name of it is My Caribbean Story. That's already out there. I think I put that out. I think I put that on my Instagram story already. So you can actually see the logo on my Instagram story. All you can see properly is the theme underneath. But if you want to, you could figure it out. Alright, so the name of it is Scratch. For the people that keep asking, the name of it is Scratch. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So, for those of you who have biology and chemistry, go and cram. And for those of you all who exams finish, you could go and start to toy around and play with some of the decisions and create a little story. And send if you have anything that you want me to check for fun, you could DM me on Instagram, and I'll probably check it out for you, because I like to see when students create things. But remember, your goal is to win that Galaxy A71. And if not, you'll get the A21. If not, you'll get earbuds. And if not, well, you'll at least get free classes with me for a period of time. So, thank you very much for your time for another Sunday Night Live. Next week, I will most likely be going through the hack to show you all how to do the phishing attack. So I had to kind of plan how we're going to do that, because I had to set up virtual machines and things to do that. So next week, Sunday, for sure, all the people that wanted to see how to do the hack, exams will be finished, and I'll be able to get everybody's attention to show how a phishing attack works and how you could basically compromise somebody's password. And that'll be next week, Sunday. So keep following on Instagram. Link for Instagram is in the bio, just in case, not in the bio, in the description of this video, just in case you didn't know. and it's same makeITsimpleTT on Instagram. You could find that. I will see you all on the live next week, but most likely I'll be uploading a few videos about the competition as this week goes on, right? Okay, bye bye.